Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making the most insanely delicious protein cake ever. If you're anything like me and you have a sweet tooth every now and again, you're going to be obsessed with this mixture because it helps get shredded, which we're trying to do here, and it's not unhealthy. But of course it's not something I'd recommend to eat every single day because it is not real food. It is like a cake and it's not like chicken, egg, salmon, like real protein, which I always try to stick to, but when you are having a sweet tooth, this is your healthier alternative. So I actually found out about this company because my brother-in-law had worked with the owner and did her website, and she sent him a free cake in the mail, and it's been about a year, I believe, and ever since then we've been obsessed and we've had it in our pantry all the time. So the company is actually called Lil Buff Protein. This is the mixture. I get the Fit-Fetti. I love anything that's like Funfetti flavor. So this is the one that I really love. They have so many other different flavors that you could choose from, obviously depending on what your preference is. But this is the one that we are going to use today. And the recipe calls for applesauce, 1 egg white, and cashew milk. I personally never keep applesauce on hand at home. It'll just go bad. So what I do is I always just mash a banana and I use that instead of applesauce. And then I also use almond milk. I make my own homemade almond milk, so I use that instead of cashew milk because these are just things that I have on hand all the time instead of keeping things in the fridge that are gonna go bad. And you can also make this in the microwave, like a mug cake. I personally haven't tried that way. I've only done it in the oven just because I like using an oven more. So the first thing we're gonna do before we start is set our oven to 350 degrees while we prep this. I also want to mention that this mixture is gluten-free, which is so important for all of my gluten-free friends out there. And I thought I would actually read the nutrition facts while I mention that. So per piece of cake, so per serving, you have 210 calories, 6 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 26 grams of protein. One little piece of cake is 26 grams of protein. And let me tell you, your girl can eat a lot more than one piece of cake, so it's pretty crazy how much protein is in this. So, like I said, get ripped and eat cake. Love that. So the first thing we're gonna do is take our cake mix and measure out 3/4 cup, which I just did. I'm just gonna add it into my mixing bowl. Then I need 1 egg white, you then need to do 2 tablespoons of any type of nut milk that you like. I make my own homemade so it separates, so just gotta mix it lightly. So 2 tablespoons. And now, last but not least, we need half a cup of unsweetened applesauce, or like I do, a banana. I obviously don't know how much half a cup of a banana is, so I just add half at a time into my measuring cup, and then I just smush it down with a fork. And this is why you want an older banana, because they're a lot easier to mush and a lot sweeter, of course. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need the other half as well. Now I have just right about 1/2 cup of the mushed banana. Make sure your banana is mushed really well because you don't want banana chunks into your cake. Unless you don't mind that, but up to you. We're now taking our little whisk here, and we're gonna whisk everything together. Okay, now I fully mixed my mixture here. I wish you guys could smell this because it literally smells insane. You would literally think you're making real cake. But the recipe calls to put this in a 5x8 container. I have just this 4.5 by 8.5 inch little, oh, oven's ready, banana bread type of dish thing, because this does come out thin. So I like to use kind of like a smaller pan. So what I'm going to do is just take my avocado oil and just spray this so it doesn't stick. And I'm just going to add my mixture in. We can't forget any little ounce of this because it's too good. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if you're able to tell. Actually, let me grab my camera and show you. It is very thin, like it's barely covering all the edges. So if you have a smaller pan, great. I don't, so this is the smallest one I have, so that's just what I use. So now we're just gonna grab her and put her into the oven. Without burning myself. I'm trying to record. But the recipe calls to put a timer for 15 minutes, 15 to 20. I start off with 15, then I put a toothpick in it and see if it's ready just because I don't want it to burn. 15-minute timer just went off and I pulled it out the oven. This is what it looks like. And I just grabbed a toothpick so I can see if it's ready. Let's see. Looks like nothing came off the cake. And if you don't know that trick, by the way, which I feel like everyone does, you just stick a toothpick into the cake, and if nothing comes off on the toothpick, your cake is ready. So now I'm just gonna let that cool for about 10-15 minutes and then we can frost it. I'm so excited because I get to have this all to myself today because my husband's not here to eat it all. So if my husband likes it, guys, it's how you know it's good. All right, guys, my cake is all cooled down now. So I'm taking my little buff fluff and spreading it all over my cake. This is what it looks like. Very like fluffy, kind of like marshmallow fluff. Just gonna spread it all over. And this is what she looks like, final product. I just added some sprinkles on mine for some added cuteness and cut it up into some very uneven pieces. But now you guys can enjoy this deliciousness. Looks like real cake, tastes like real cake. So damn good. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I will have the cake batter and the frosting linked down below. Please let me know if you guys are going to give it a try and if you like it as much as I do. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.